So this isn't the purpose. This has no purpose to the story.
Oh my God.
I know how much you love this scene, but it does not relate to the goal of the story.
I don't agree. All scenes relate.
The purpose of the scene has to relate to the goal of the plot.
I don't agree.
I get it. I understand that it's fan fiction and there's no rules in fan fiction.
Okay, not even there. It's just the fact that I like the scene. I put my heart and soul into that scene. That's why it belongs in the story.
Then add just maybe a sentence or 3 to kind of connect it to the plot. Because if the thing is that if you take the scene out of the book, out of the story, and nothing changes, it doesn't relate to the plot. But if it escalates it, if it makes an impact, if it makes an impact to the character, then it has a purpose to the plot.
It's hard to swallow.
But if it's just there and you like it so much, it's fine if you like it so much. If you like it so much, then just tweak it. Tweak it just a little bit. Just a little bit. A sentence or 3, maybe 4,
well,
maybe 6.
If you 6. To be honest, I guess you do have a point. Sometimes a scene just doesn't belong.
No matter how much you love it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Did I actually win this argument?
No,
Was
fully.
it 3 weeks in the making?
No, I tweaked my scene. You see, there was a scene, and you didn't like it. You said it didn't belong. And
you loved it so much.
I like this scene so much. There's so much action in the scene. I want the scene to stay. Screw you. I'm putting the scene in whether you like it or not. And I tweaked it perfectly, and it slid right into place like a perfect 3-point turn into a parking spot.
Great. So
Yeah.
now it relates to the goal.
Yeah. It just scratched the car a little bit, you know?
Fit right in.
Right in. Yes, I bumped into him in the front and in the back, but it
It's in.
It fit. Sure. Can I get out? Not without the other 2 getting out first. Then again, I am also the person who, as we've long established, deletes. So, I recently rewrote a ending to a story, and that meant I deleted 2 chapters and a scene. So 2 chapters in a scene, yeah. Fully deleted. They're gone forever. They're out. And I've just come to realize that there's a section that I wanna. So the story that I thought I had finished, there might be a section that needs a little tweaking, to bring in a bit of funny haha moment into the scene. I'll do that, but I will. I don't like. I write because I like the scene I'm writing, and it just the thought of not putting into a story hurts.
Well, then that means that the foundation is there. You just, like I said, just have to put in 6 sentences or 10 to relate it to the goal of the plot.
Yeah. Yeah, I can see that. I could also, I see it from your point of view. Sometimes it just doesn't belong no matter how much you tweak it.
But you can also dissect it. Being like, oh, I really love this section, but you know what? This scene doesn't fit, so I moved this section to this new scene that I'm writing that it definitely relates to the plot. And take this scene to another section of the story because it fits better there. And you still have that scene there, it's just in different little spots. Or you can keep the scene as it is and just add like 10 sentences.
And sometimes you're just writing the scene for yourself.
Yes, and I do that. I have written scenes where I'm like, oh, this is a great scene. I love this scene, and then I reread it, and I'm just like, I don't know how it impacts the story. And so I'm sitting there staring at the scene for a while and then giving up and then going back and then giving it up. And then suddenly I remember something when I'm driving and I'm like, I have to remember this. And then I get home and I forget about it. And then I finally remember it a couple of days later and being like, oh, okay, yes, we're going to add this scene. And I can't remember exactly what I thought, but it was something like this. And you know what? That's good for now. That was a long road. But anyway.
No, you're right. Yeah. It's so hard, though. Well, I guess that's also why I don't delete scenes until I know for certain I'll never use them.
You can archive?
No, I can't. There's just no such thing as archive in my world. I'm sorry. This story is written. I rewrote the ending, so I don't need the original ending because it's no longer
But what if you change your mind?
Then I rewrite it.
But it won't be the same.
No, it'll be better.
Oh my god.
We've already established this.
We've already established this, I know, but I need another moment to grieve.
You're grieving shit that ain't yours.
I know.
I tried your method of saving and not deleting. Today alone, I went through my Grammarly account, and I'm like, delete.
Just keep pushing it.
Deleted 5 things. I'm like, I'll never write you.
We have 2 different methods. I get that, and I respect that.
No, you don't.
A little, I respect it. But at least I want a little bit of the argument, a very long-term argument, and I appreciate you acknowledging it a little bit. That tweaking a scene that you
sometimes you have to. I did it for this story I just wrote. I had to tweak it and to keep it. Tweak to keep.
Oh, that's good. Tweak to keep.
Tweak to keep.
I like that.
Yeah. And, I understand. It doesn't feel good sometimes. Sometimes it feels good. Sometimes it doesn't.
Why wouldn't it feel good?
Because you liked it in its original format.
But you can keep it as original format.
Pretty much
You're just adding stuff to it.
Yes.
Just like a narrative thought here or a dialogue there.
Yeah. Yeah. Sure. I mean, what else is there to talk about for this? Like, I've deleted. What do you do with your scenes you don't use? You just archive it?
Yes.
Oh my god. Do you ever reference your archives?
Yes.
Oh my god.
All the time.
Oh my god.
Especially when I want to compare.
You're not going to like this. So right now, I have the same story written in 2 documents.
Okay.
One is the polished version.
Okay.
And the other has all the scene titles and the non-polished scenes and stuff like that. I am going to delete that entire document when I'm done posting the story because it no longer serves its purpose and I have limited space.
Do you delete all of your work once it's been posted?
No.
You made a look.
I have.
You made a look. Do you delete all of your work after it's posted?
It's posted. It's on the web.
All of your hard work is literally in the invisible black hole trash of the not internet, the computer system.
No. So far I've written 4 recent fan fictions. and I still have them. I have contemplated deleting them, simply because I don't see the benefit of keeping them, because they're on the web. So convince me otherwise. But so far they're still on my in my Google Drive.
All of that time and work and thought process, and you don't ever refer to, like, when you're feeling low about yourself, do you not, like, compare your old work with your new work? Or
No, I don't read my work once it's posted.
Don't you ever get ideas of stuff that you've already written?
No.
Oh, you just threw it out. You just threw it out.
It's there. I remember what I wrote.
Well, it's there. The official version is there, and it's posted, and it's beautiful, and it's awesome. But there's something about all of the notes and the rough drafts and
you're assuming the rough drafts have made it this far.
But
they get edited.
Yeah, but still.
Until the final version, and then that gets posted.
But don't you just like looking at how, it started and where it's at, and just like admiring from the start to finish?
No, because I don't have the start.
You threw it out.
No, it got replaced. No, it just got written over.
So when you edit it, you don't keep the original version?
No, I just edit. Over. Don't you? I can't be the only one that does this.
Like, it depends on the level of the editing. For me, it depends on the level of the editing. I have the like, if I'm full on editing the story, like, I'll have the first draft or the second draft completed, and then I'll save that draft, and then I will create a new draft, and it will be draft 3, and then I'll go through start to finish another editing, and I will make all those changes.
No. You know that story you reviewed for me?
Yes.
I edited it as it was in the document you gave me.
That's all gone. Well, I still have it. If you ever want it back, I still have it.
So, yeah.
Oh my God.
I've always done that, though. I've always just, I write, and I write, and then when I get on a sticky spot, I'll go and I'll start rereading and editing and adjusting, and then I just keep writing and adjusting, and I delete what I don't want, and I rewrite things that need to be rewritten, and so forth. There's only the recent story that I wrote, because it was messy with the two dual timelines, that I had to do a clean version and an old version. But because the old version was getting so long, I started deleting chapters that had been cleaned, because they're on the other document. So, yeah. You don't do that?
If it's a working document and I'm like doing things, like, obviously there are some things that I will delete, like a sentence and stuff, and like things like that. Like, yes. But once I've completed a draft, and I'm like, a draft of like the manuscript, and I'm like, okay, this is good, and I will save it, and it's saved, and then I will save a new document, like copy paste it, and then I will edit that one, because it's a new level of editing. Like, when I
don't
edit,
go through that level.
When I edit, I focus on one thing. I focus on, like, putting in descriptions, and then putting in character descriptions, and then looking at the like dialogue, and because I do, and it depends on the story, but like the big one that I'm working on, there's so many different levels.
Yeah, I don't do that. So the latest, the third chapter fan fiction I just wrote, I just wrote it, and as I'm writing it, I'm posting it, and once it's finished, pretty much, and it's just going to get posted. It doesn't get a rewrite edit.
But see, I think that's the thing that I'm mostly shocked of is, and please correct me if I'm wrong, but once it's posted, you don't have all of your, like, notes, or you get rid of everything.
Most times, yeah.
Like the original, like...
Well, that's... You're making the assumption that I sometimes have notes. I don't always have notes with my stories.
But I'm talking about like the document. Like the original Word document.
Well, what the original Word document that I have is exactly what's been posted.
Yes, but do you at least keep that?
Sometimes.
What do you mean by sometimes?
Sometimes I don't. Sometimes I do.
It's the sometimes you don't. That's
Currently,
heartbreaking.
the 4 stories I've posted on my website, I still have them. But, yeah.
Oh, I keep everything.
I know.
Like, I'm still, like, grieving over the work that I've lost when my computer finally, like, computed. Kapoofed! And I lost everything. And my brother-in-law, I love him. I appreciate him so much of, like, spending days trying to bring my computer back to life and at least trying to retrieve those files. And I learned very, very early on that I should constantly be saving my... Maybe that's where it started. No, I was doing it before then.
Wait, you save your stuff in more than one location?
Yes!
I don't.
Because what if my computer kapoots again?
Well, I guess that's the difference. I'm on Google Drive and Grammarly.
Well, I also I use Dabble. And, I went back to Dabble this year, by the way.
Okay.
I was off of it for 2 years?
Yeah.
I went back to it because I almost lost my work again.
You see, that's the difference between you and me.
I'm with the
Knock on
cheapest
wood.
one, and yeah. So it's on Apple. It's on my desktop. It's on my external hard drive, and
I can almost guarantee you on my USB drives that I've not used in freaking forever, there are stories on there that I've not looked at since.
I do have USBs with stories, but there's also copies of it on my external.
No, these are sole copies. I don't usually have copies everywhere.
There's also copies, sometimes I send copies to my sister, and I email copies to myself. So my email has copies.
All right. So we have someone who's been burned by their technology here.
Absolutely. So there's also another external hard drive that I had that I initially started with when...
Right.
And it does not have a USB thing. It's an Apple product.
Yeah.
And apparently Apple does not have that as an export anymore. So I'm not with Apple anymore because they screwed me over with that.
Makes sense.
So I went to different tech places, and there's no adapter for it. So I have a hard drive with all of my stuff, all of my schoolwork from when I was in college, as well as all of my personal photos. It's there. I just can't access it because I don't have an adapter or a computer that has the external thing. Because remember I asked coming to your place because you had the Mac and the old MacBook, and we tried it and it didn't work.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, that's shitty.
Yeah. So, yes, to answer your question, I have been burnt by technology. So that's why I also print it.
Printing, multiple copies, email.
No, I try to print only the final version.
I've never printed a story in my life. That's because they're fan fictions. They're already printed online.
And then you get rid of it.
The final version's up and about. I can access it anytime I want.
We have different ways of doing things, and I respect that.
I'm of the opinion I can't get rid of shit in my life.
That's not true.
So at least I can get rid of shit on my technical life.
Wow. I feel like I'm the crazy one.
Takes one to know one. All that to say, sometimes the scene just doesn't belong. Sometimes it's for your brain only.
It's the little island.
Yeah, it's the little island.
Gotta give credit to that TikTok or Instagram. I don't know where that reel or video came from. But it was a girl who was just like, you see this is the map of my story, but you see this little island. I never mentioned this little island, but it's important to me.
Exactly.
Yeah. Shout out to you.
Whoever you are. You know who you are. Yeah. On that note, I want to create a map for one of my stories. I don't know how.
Me neither. I've tried.
It's hard.
It is hard. Unless you have to purchase like this tech thingy.
I know, and nothing in the free world is great for it.
No.
Do you still have Photoshop?
No.
Oh, that would be good for it.
I would be good for it. Yeah, absolutely. But no. I'm very limited on my budget, okay?
I have Paint.
I think Dabble costs us $12 a month. And I chose between Word and Dabble, and I chose Word.
And it burned you.
No, Word did not burn me. I just had a little bit of a panic attack with, a computer. And so
Trust
I'm like,
issues.
freak Word. I'm going with Dabble.
I don't have Word.
Me neither.
I write online for all my stuff. All my stuff's on the cloud.
Oh, the cloud. Well, you know
Terrible
what?
location.
I don't trust the cloud.
Me either, but it's there.
Like, I feel like I have no control.
That's a whole other discussion.
Maybe that's why I have multiple copies of everything.
Maybe.
And then I go crazy being like, which copy had that sentence in it?
Oh my god, that's why I don't do it. There, that's my reasoning. I can't, no.
It's such a good sentence! Why didn't I delete it? It was an accident. I was crazy that day. I wasn't feeling well. Let's bring it back.
That's sad.